it's me, Beth. I'm back today, and I decided to start a whole new series. I'm going to definitely be going back and doing a couple of my other ones and continuing them, but this is one that I had come up with, and because I had a whole bunch of tarot card decks coming in, and they just came in, so I'm going to start with an old favorite though, and I'm going to do a review of patch tarot cards. So this one is one of my ultimate favorites. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so this is the patch tarot deck. This is one of my favorites. I think I've had it for about 2 years, a year and a half at the very least. And it is missing some cards. It is a little tore up. It's got some definite wear and tear on it, as you can see. I've dropped them. Some of them have gotten wet and messed up. I've wiped these off with bleach. So they've been through the ringer. But I love how thin they are. They're like a regular card, a little bit thicker than like a regular playing card. Actually, I think they're about the average of what a regular playing card is. But I think that when they actually went and they redid these were the original ones. I bought these before they even had come out. And I think they redid them a little. I think they made them a little thicker. I think that they redid these and they made them a little thicker and a little stronger to deal with some wear and tear a little better. But these are the originals, and I absolutely love these because one of the reasons I do love them is on every single card, not only do you have the tarot description here, but there is a word at the top that gives you an idea of what it is, and if it was reversed, what it would be. Forgive me, but I do not understand all of tarot or all of astrology or all of any of those things. And I think that these are runes, and these are the well, these are the, okay, so I'm wrong on this one. So these are, on the regular ones, you will have the, like Mars, the astrology, as well as the, here, I know what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to Google what it all is. So there is some amazing things that they did when they made these. And it's called Patch Tarot. It's by Spirit Science. There's all kinds of videos, YouTube videos, as well as you can go and you can buy like extra videos to understand more about the cards and what all is in them. So most people are giving it a pretty good, a good review when they do the reviews. So tarot encompasses the 5 elements: physical earth, emotional water, mental air, spiritual fire, and the astral or the ether. And so they do have all of those in here. And these describing how these 5 geometries weave together to depict the totality of life experiences and the structure by which the laws of creation are set. Now you can Google Spirit Science and or Patch Tarot, and this will all come up for you. But there is symbology, numerology, cosmology, geometry, and art, all fused together in these, which is what I loved about these. They really went through, and they went through all the types of tarot, or any like runes and astrology and the cosmology and all that. They went through all of those things to make these, and then they did the art based on what they came together with. And every single one of these cards has a positive meaning. And I love it, and that's what drew me to it, because I'm very much so a light worker. And I don't like telling people, oh, you got the death card, it means somebody's going to die in your life. Which we all know that's not what the death card means, but that is something it can mean. But I love that this particular set was made and drawn, and each artwork was done by people who understood the totality of what each card meant. For example, this is like balance. They're beautiful. They are creative. They bring in all the energy from all the other places, and I just love them. I love them so much. But what I did not like, and I don't like about these, is the size of them. It is really hard for my hands because I have an autoimmune disorder, and in my autoimmune disorder, it makes my hands difficult to use. It's very difficult for me to be able to do it like this. Like how a lot of tarot card readers do. And I drop them a lot when I try and do that. So I've compensated with these, and I do it like this, and it works well for me with this deck. It's not the end of the world, but for people who have any kind of issues with that, like trying to shuffle them like this, they're a little big when you're trying to bring them back together. It's not impossible, and I've gotten used to this deck, so I'm okay with it now. But it did take a lot of getting used to because of the size. So this is my hand, this is the size of the deck. So for me, it was a little bit harder. I do have kind of bigger hands for a woman. And I think these are 4 inches. So these are 4-inch cards. So they're a little bit bigger than what I personally like, but I've adapted to them, and I do like them a lot. And they do amazingly well for me. But like I said, I'm now missing some cards and stuff. They were $40 when I got them for the entire set, but it was because I pre-ordered them back when they first came out. And now I think it's $50 just for the cards. So I cannot afford that, so I'm not going to be doing that again right now. So it's kind of pricey. $50 for just the cards, it is kind of pricey. But for what the work that they put into these, I think it's well worth it if it's something that you really, really, really are drawn to and you connect with. I can totally see, wanting to do that. I'm going to do a couple of readings here for you. So I'm going to move you guys down so you can see my readings. Let's see here. That's a little too low, I think. Here we go. I'm going to set on my other tarot cards for a minute. Alright, so you can see, already we got a couple of them coming out. And because I've destroyed these so badly, like one of them that came out, I even wonder if it's even the right one, because it's been so destroyed. Alright, I think that's all of them. Oh, one more. So I'm not sure what these cards are going to be telling me, because I didn't really ask a question. I just started doing it, so I have a feeling it's just going to be for a general reading for anybody watching this, so you can at least get like an idea of the cards and things like that, but also so you can maybe get a little reading out of it and see what we all are dealing with. And like I said, this is not my forte. My forte is 100% the mediumship, and but I like to play with the cards, but I'm not that good at them. I really am not. I don't know the cards that well to be, able to tell you what's what, what goes where exactly and what it means, what element is what. I have not learned all that yet. So I felt like doing these reviews from a spiritual perspective, but one that wasn't necessarily understanding of the full meaning of tarot might be helpful for people, so that because then I can explain to you things that, for me, as someone who doesn't handle tarot cards a lot, what I find to be helpful and what I find not to be helpful, just as an outsider walking in. And I think that sometimes that's a little bit helpful for people to be able to get a good idea of what something is when they can't put their hands on it. There it is. All right, so the way I do it, so this will be your present, your past. Actually, I think I did that one wrong. Yeah, I did, because of the way it fell out. So that's your present, that's your past. This is your future. And I only do upright cards. It's just me. This is your. This is what, how to deal with the situation, and this is what we're talking about, and this is your overall. So I'll show them to you now, so you can see. So our present now. Oops. So our present now is the Princess of Wands. Our past is the Seven of Swords. Our future is the Nine of Wands. How we need to deal with it is the Ten of Discs. What it's about is the Empress. And the overall card for everything is the Nine of Cups. Okay guys, I just want to let y'all know that I woke up this morning, was editing, and realized that the whole end of the video from the reading on was missing. So I did it this morning, so don't judge the way I look too much, please, or do. I don't care, but you'll just get to see what I look like first thing in the morning before I even have any coffee. Alright guys, bye. Okay, so what's happening here is, this is telling me that in the past we've had a lot of strife. And our lives have been going through a lot of time of difficulty where we felt that we were up against a cliff, and we're having to fight back constantly against all of this. And then we have a lot of passions right now. We have a lot of things we want to do with our lives. We have things that we really, really feel like are gonna change who we are and change what we want. And I have a feeling this is talking about our souls, nurturing our souls, nurturing the love within us, and nurturing the love within the world, and bringing up that connection, that unity of who everyone is. So then the Nine of Wands here is telling us that we need to focus in on one thing, because with the Empress, I mean the Princess of Wands, it's an emotional card, so it's kind of wishy-washy a little bit, like as in she can be one of those that has a passion for and drive for something, but gets distracted by all these other things, and then throws her passion at all these other things. And this one is saying, hey, we need to focus in on the one thing. Yes, we can have all these other things going on, but we need to make sure that this is our main focus when we do it, and that when we're working through everything, that's where we're going for, is our main goal. So what is going to be our main goal? What's the thing that we need to work on to make sure that that's our main goal? It's the legacy. It's the legacy we're going to leave behind. This is the Ten of Discs, and it's talking about your family, your traditions, what is it that you're thinking about that you want to leave behind as who you are, and be remembered for who you are. And the thing that we're talking about is the Empress, nurturing, making sure that everything that you do is bringing out and leaving behind the planet in a much more nurtured and loving state. I feel like this whole thing is talking about our souls. It's 100% saying, hey, we as a group, we as a light-working group, as anybody who is out there trying to use their soul and their spirit to help others, and their gifts to help others, this is what we're talking about, and that is going to bring about your happiness. That's going to bring out the one thing that you have always looked for your entire life, that fulfillment, the happiness, that thing that you always wanted to feel. That's what this is talking about. Okay? So my camera died, so let's see if we can finish this up this time now. So these cards are some of my favorites because of the way they feel, the way that they fall out, the way that they are so positive. They're so positive in their messages. I love the way that Patch Tarot has put everything together and made it so easy right at your fingertips. Every card has so many things. So you got, the Sun and Jupiter and the Eight of Discs, and it tells you up here what it is. You need to be careful, and you even look at the picture and you see the little pig in the garden. Maybe someone's coming into your life that you need to be careful with, because they might be nice and fun and sweet, but they might be this little piggy who, even though he's cute, is still going to root up your garden if you're not careful. Just little things like that. Okay, so they have so many things. They have so many things that have gone into these. They worked so hard on it for so many years, and I know because I watched them for years and years and years before this even came out. And now they've just grown immensely since these came out. So now I think that these cards are about $50 just for the deck, which instead of, I think it was $40, and I got the deck, the book, and some other things. I got all these digital PDFs because I had pre-ordered it, and I still have all my digital PDFs and stuff, but I'm missing some of my cards. Those are the Patch Tarot. That reading was pretty phenomenal. Pretty phenomenal for not having had any real set things that I wanted to say. It was like the universe just said, look, this is what I want to say to everybody today. I want everybody to remember who they are, what it is they're passionate about. Remember to focus in on the one thing that they want to be doing with their lives and want to be remembered by, and to go out and nurture it and make it your own, and use your gift for what you feel like is your gift and your talent. Doesn't mean, like, I'm a medium and I can I do tarot. I'm not great at tarot, as you can tell. I'm not the best at tarot. I don't remember what every card means, and I don't know what all these mean on the bottom or what they do. And some people who are really amazing at tarot can tell you all that. And mediumship is my forte, but it doesn't mean I can't have the passions and the loves and the drives to do all these other things. But I have to remember where my legacy is and the legacy I want to leave behind. And that's going to be that legacy of my family, and remembering to help people who have lost their loved ones, who have lost their own family, and to give that healing back to them so that they understand that their family members are still there with them. They love them and they have not forgotten about them. And that their family members are just fine. They're okay. They have moved on to another plane. They have moved on to another place, position that they, where you cannot see them. You know, another dimension. Whatever it is that you, whatever label you call it. But they're no longer with us physically. But they are with us spiritually always. And that's the legacy that I want to leave behind. And that's the one that I nurture. And that's the one, when I nurture that one, all these other ones kind of come in and mix in the meld. And that's where readings like this are really, really, really important. I hope you guys liked this review. I have others. So I have the Tattoo Tarot. I have the Wild Unknown Tarot. On the back it says, "Welcome to the Wild Unknown Tarot. You'll find no wrongs or rights inside this box, only mirrors of our reflections. Open your mind and draw a card and have fun on your journey." I have Earth Magic Oracle cards. And I have these Oracle cards. I don't even know their name yet. I forgot what they were called, actually. Because I just got these in. So I have not opened these yet. As you can tell, I'm going to wait for you guys. So let me know in the comments below which one you want me to do next. And, or if you guys have any that you want me to order and maybe do some for later. But for right now, this is the Patch Tarot. And you guys have a wonderful day. Love you all. Bye.